Hey everyone, welcome to this live stream. And today we will be continuing on our project that we streamed last night. So I will be working on this project called Explode, which is an application, desktop application that lets you manage your projects, manage your packages in your JavaScript project visually, as in that you have a interface from where you can update your packages and see which version is the latest one and all of that. So this is the functionality that I'm envisioning for the first one of the first few features is to straight up have the ability to update packages right from the interface itself, right? Okay, so I have this. So I built this last night on in my last stream. So what we did, we just read. So I hard coded a package. So let's first of all go to that. So I basically hard coded a URL to my project in local URL to my project, which is this, right? So it takes this URL and reads the package JSON file using the file system API, Node.js's file system API. So it essentially reads this file and gets me the list of dependencies and everything. So another thing that we did here last night was to fetch all the versions of a particular package. So for example, for emotion CSS is going to fetch a list of all the packages that were ever released for this package, right? So it fetches all the versions. That's what we were doing, what we did in the last stream. Right, so a couple of changes from after the stream. I've been thinking about the UX part of it. If you think about it, so first of all, the problem right now is that it fetches a lot of versions. So for each package, it's fetching a lot of versions, so making a lot of queries. Essentially, if you look at this, so for dependencies, it's making a list, iterating over dependencies and making an API call to fetch the versions of that package. So it's doing for every single package in the dependencies and dev dependencies, which is something that's a little bit bad pattern in a sense that I'm fetching a lot of data and that will result in a loading. So it won't be loaded. It'll take a lot of time to complete that network request. So slight changes we'll be doing. First of all, is to not render a list of every single version of every single package that's on this page. Instead of doing that, we'll just say like this is the version that you have currently installed. If you want to change it to a different version, click on that, click on an update button or something, edit button, and you'll see a model or something in which you can look for the package. You can get the list of versions and you can choose a particular version to update to, right? So that's what we are doing today. So let's start with it. First of all, slight changes we'll be making this to this endpoint is instead of fetching it like this, so we'll be first of all creating a new folder. I'll say packages, and inside that we'll create a file and which I'll pass name and then say tsx, right? Something that will be right. So I basically created a dynamic So I basically created a dynamic endpoint, API endpoint, which with the path /API/packages and then the package name, right? So instead of doing this, let's copy this. So most of the logic would be same, except it's going to take the path. So this name, I'll be able to extract the name and from params, right? So this LPI will still stay here. I'm just making quite some changes to this one. So I'll be able to fetch a single package's details or a list of version or everything, right? So in this portion, it will be name. We won't be reading any files or anything. We'll still be accessing the npm API. And instead of making a repetitive, making API, iterative API calls, we'll be getting rid of that and passing the data. I'll just say data for now. So let's see. Let package. So what we want to oh yeah, it should be, because package is a reserved word. Right, we don't need to send this, we already know just the name and versions and everything. Let's check it out first of all. So if we pass a name, let's just make this API call. Let's not worry about these. Let's just make an API call, and for now I'll just say data and see what we get, right? This is fine. Let's open up our HTTP client. I use Insomnia for testing out my APIs. So let's do this package twin.macro. So it's essentially slash twin.macro, and let's see what we get in result. Cannot read property name. Let's see. So it says it cannot read property name. Let's quickly console rec, and instead of consoling, I'll just pass it as let's also do the same with query, and I'll be rec.query, right? Let's try that out. Okay, and let's okay, so it's yeah, that was the mistake. So it's query. So from the query I get the name, right? And I can get rid of this. Right, let's try it again and save. So we get the package, so the change. So now we are getting the package full details. So what we did yesterday was to just use this object to get the list of all the versions, right? And rest of the things we were discarding, right? But this time, since I'm only fetching one package's detail, instead of discarding, I will be using more of things. For example, author and email is something that we can use. GitHub repo, if there is any, that is something that we can also use. So let's see. So we get, first of all, we do want to have a list of formatted versions in a sequence. This is something that we did yesterday, so that's what we can do. And before that, we need to get created and modified out of it, and then underscore versions from data.time, right? And then we can use this data versions, and then let's try this. Not this, but that. And we need to use the rest. Right, let's try it again. So with this, we have a list of versions. So there's this utility function that I built yesterday. Was it essentially just it just iterates over each key and value and sort them by the time property, which is the published at of that package whenever that package was published. So I'm doing it in a descending order from latest to the oldest, right? Then I'm getting only the version from it, and then so this is something that we won't be doing. So what I was earlier using is so I was filtering out any of the package version that had alpha, beta, or anything into it. But since we are only fetching one package at a time, so we can choose to show them. right? So now we get the versions. We need more of the things, as in let's get the name and everything. So for the name we can do data dot author. Let's just wait, I'll just console it first of all, so I'll at least know like what the properties in that. And we have, so the author, I'll just say author, I'll add author would be data dot author, right? And we'll need repository URL as well, so I'll just say GitHub URL, that will be data dot repository dot URL, right? And we can get the description, which description would be data dot description, right? Home page would be data dot home page, right? And well, we have the name, so there'll be name data dot name. Yeah, I think that's all we needed. Yeah, so these were the things that we could use, and let's try making the request to it. Let's see. So we have versions, name, who's the author, homepage, description, and this. Let's try React. So not React, React. Hey Danish, thanks for joining. It's let me see. It's Night Owl. I think it's by Sarah Drasner. Yeah, it's Night Owl. Let's try React. Yeah, React has a lot of versions. Yeah, this is why I was filtering out the versions with text in it, because there's this experimental alpha, beta. That's something, but we'll keep the list. We'll keep it anyway. 0, 1, 50. Wait, they went from 0 to 15 right away. The jump. And then we have this experimental alpha 18. All right. And as for the other information, we have the name, package name, the home page, that is the domain URL. And description and the GitHub URL. get plus. Yeah, this is fine. Let's move on. So that's something that we could use. Now, in terms of this, we won't be requiring this anymore. I would just, so only thing it'll be giving me is this packages, for example. So it'll have a packages and it just passes this in response. That will be this, right? We can get rid of this, no longer need these. And as for, let's open up the app. So on the home page, what we can do is revert it back to same thing, like package, that package, so data goes here, get rid of this. So data dot dependencies, wait, no, package, it will be an object, dot dependencies dot and let's see. So yeah, these, okay, so package is going to have let's first of all see what does it look like. Dot log data. Oh, package is resolved, of course. Let's call it, I'll just call it file since it's a file. File. And let's see. Oh, where's the console? I'll just console this. So as earlier we were getting names, okay. So this was object.keys, file.dependencies. So, oh, okay. So it was name would be key and version would be this. Like that. So we have name and version. So in this we get version and we can get rid of this name. No select, just going to be another span that will have version. Let's see. Yeah, so this is fine. Fine. Okay, let's see. So the type would be, let's create a type. I'll call it is file. And it will have dependencies, which will be an object containing string and string. Is that how you do? Okay. And then we have dev dependencies. So I'm making them optional because initially a project could may or may not have any dependencies or any dev dependencies. So let's make it empty like that. It says right back to this. So this is fine. Get the versions and everything. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just make it 20 to 40. Okay, yeah. So now we need to be able to update this. Update. So let's open a model. Unclick of any of this. So I'll have an edit button. Let's get ourselves a button. Assets, icons, and this is an edit button. Paste. And we can get rid of this. And this should be like this. Now let's export index.ts, export everything from edit, and then I can have a button that has everything as icon from dot asset slash icons, and then I can use that icon. Let's minimize this. Icon dot edit, and pw would be joke parent. Let's see. Yeah, but I can show up. Need to decrease the size a little bit, so let's make it 18. Seems fine. Let's have a on hover. Let's have a bg of gray 700, and I'll just remove this hover, this one. You don't really need that. It should be rounded like icons center, and we want it to be h8 and w8. Seems fine. And let's make this 10. Yeah, this is fine. I'll also make it ML auto, so it goes to the end. Yeah, basically that. Text gray, let's make it 700. Cannot convert undefined or null. Sure. I should be checking for them. So for example, I should be doing if so I can say if file has dependencies, then do this. Otherwise, add a span saying no dependencies, right? And we can do the same for this UL, and here we can say file dot dev dependencies. If there are any, then do this, otherwise no dev dependencies. And yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, it's fine now. Why the button? Okay, so this icon should have been in red color, which is what I'm expecting it to do, but doesn't look like it. It's working. So stroke current text variable. I did do passing. I am passing the prompts. But it's not doing it. Let's see if text LG works. No, but they usually I mean, this is how I've been doing it, but for some reason it's not changing the color. Anyway, we'll come to it later. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I was saying. So current works, but not text color. Anyway, let's move on. So on this click of this button, it's going to open a model or a pop-up. There's going to display information about this package and a list of versions that we just built this endpoint for. It's going to give me the name, version, author, home page, and bunch of descriptions and everything, details about that package. And from there, the user will be able to select a different package, and that package gets installed. All right, let's see. Okay, now there are two ways to do that. I mean, either I should have a model right within each li, which is not something that we should do, or we have a model right here, right, and this position, and it shares the data that comes from the global the context at this level. This components context basically saying like const if I did selected package, right, and set selected package, and it does this. By default is going to be an empty. So on click of that button, we should be able to set the selected package, which I can do case arrange, which I can pass here. And then in the packages, I can extract it from here and say this is, it does this. Yeah, it's pretty much. Now on click of this button, I can just do this essentially. So this is the GitHub Autopilot Copilot suggesting me the code that I want to write. So with this, I will have a package, right, installed. Now I need a model. Let's see. Instead of creating one, I'll just pick up existing package that does React models. Model dialog between per component for React. Nice. This is nice. That way I can create portals. Let's see if there are any more. 6.6K. React model. I'm actually looking for a solution that doesn't do things that lets me handle the styling and everything. And let's just use this one and see if there's examples here. Minimal example. Pen. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's do this. Let's use this one. Okay, yonder. So we need to do this. Let's skip this. This point. I'll just call it model. Wait, what happened to the styling? Loading check now modules next event failed. Let's restart. I'll just clear the cache and restart. Yeah, it's fine now. This is still not working. Anyway, now that we have that installed, let's see. I'm not taking any projects right now, but I do freelance. Right now I'm not doing any freelance work. I am currently unemployed. I have left my previous company back in July, at the last week of July. So I'm just doing open source and YouTube, and I've recently started looking for new jobs. So till I get one, I'm just going to do open source and YouTube, and possibly continue after getting one. Let's see. Model is open fonts. Model, and the is open thing will be based on if there's a select package. So if there's a select package, selected package, it's gonna open the model, right? Next thing is on after open. This is where I think I should call the API. And on request close, on function that will run when a model is requested to be closed either by clicking on overlay or if it's open is so okay, yeah. So on close, on request close, I should run a function that essentially just resets it to back to initial state. And on, okay, yeah, let's introduce this, because so the difference is this is when we requested it to close, and this is when it has actually closed. So then let's do that. So on after open, is there a one before open? On request open maybe. No. On after open. And this is where I will invoke a function fetch package, and this package is going to check for this value. So if there's a selected package not them, and then it's going to do, yeah, essentially this. So this get package. So this is a different function. This was just to get the list, get file. I think it should be called get. I'll call it get file and the one that I'll just create will be get package, right, which gets a name and makes a request to get packages slash dollar name, right, passes yeah, don't really this, don't need to pass params, which is fine. I mean we can, but let's do it like this. And in this we are returning same format. Yeah, the format is same. So we do get package, make this async, and then do const get package, pass the selected package, and if the package is success, if the fetching the package is success, set package to data. But before we do that, we should actually do let's create one where let's call it package details, and then set package details, which will be an object, or I'll just say hi package details. And it's going to have these versions, which is an array of string, right, name will be string, author will have name, it will be string, and description email, this will be again string. Now this whole thing is, this is optional because they might not have name and email set in there, and this will be string as well. Again, this should be optional. Description should be optional as well. They could not write. And a description. GitHub URL is also optional, and we'll say string, right? Yeah, with that, and it will be empty. With that, set package details, then I can pass this package detail, use this package detail, and let's create a component is const package details. Return, and this package detail goes here, and here I can pass details equals package details. Okay. I'll just make them stay. There is a difference. Right. And I'll get details from this, and here I can say details is, yeah, that basically. I'll just for now render details dot name. Let's try it out. So on clicking of this modal opens up. Cool. Let's see. Why did my content not show? We actually need these two. And let's console this. And how do I should close and escape. Nice. Let's have that. Yeah, this is also. It should close. let's do that for this. It's not closing. Should close on overlay click. True. Should close on escape. Oh, there is a name. Okay. Escape. Well, escape doesn't work either. Is it because yeah, it's not because of that. Yeah, these two are not working. I'll come to it later. So we want this, and let's make it background. It's a BG. We want RGBA 000.3. That shall work. Let's see. Okay, it didn't work. Where is it consuming? I need to find. Oh, the package details. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that. Okay, sure. This is working, so that's fine. But. Oh, so I guess it wasn't closing because. Okay. Because I didn't set. This should close on escape. On after close. I didn't, but I did do this. So, okay. This and set package details 20. Now on this it calls this. So if I have this, so it's going to call. I need to have on request close, and then it should work. Yeah. So I needed to have that. App element L. Let's see what that is. Portal's last name, content label. Yeah, I don't know what that is. At least it closes, but okay. Now let's see. So in our model now, let's try to open twin macro and isn't this one? No, that doesn't work. So this is the and oh, it's being overridden by okay. Then what's the point? It's going to get overwritten. Then what's the point? I would have to do oh, I can do okay, yeah. So I should probably do this. This is what it's asking me to do instead of doing this. So let's do those, and we don't need the content part right now. Need to be wrapped in this. Don't need this. Background needs to be 0 and then 3. Let's do that. That didn't work. So we have one class that is React Model Overlay and React Model Content. After open, let's just use these instead of doing that route. I'll go back to styles, global CSS, and in here I can do this, and then I don't really need this. Background, I want it to be 0, 0, 0, 0.3, and would have to make it important. Is it before or after? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's like this. Yeah, I haven't used important in a while, so let's make it 5. Eight. 6. 6. Right, so that's how you close it. Now that we have this, let's change it. I mean, it's way too big. You don't really need that much height and width. So it does this. No, wait, the content has this. So I think we can use this again, but say content, and instead of this define and height, let's make it 480 and width make it 640. Top 0, right 0, left 0, bottom 0. would have to check if it overwrites it or not. Salaries, of course it doesn't. That's fine. Margin auto works. We don't really necessarily have to have it in center. Right. Now let's content element. I want this to be BG gray. Yeah, of course. Why did they have to do it like this? You will have to do is it before or after? Yeah, it's nice. Okay, and the border should be 0. Like that. Border make it 900. Add media, screen, max width. If it comes below, then the width should be 100%. What? Is it? Well, I forgot how to write media queries. Add media, print. Yeah. What if I did this? Like I do want it to be. Let's make it 768. If it comes below 768, but what? Why is this invalid? What am I missing? Add media, only screen, and oh, Okay. Oh, I've been used to of doing that in style components that I forgot. That CSS doesn't have nesting. And now why is it showing? Oh, yeah, of course. Width is 100%. I'm setting it to 100%. Why is it overflowing? Is it because you've been set? Yeah. So I should be doing like what? Calc 100% minus 20 pixels. And the inset should be okay, yeah. So this and the inset should be 20 pixels, I guess. It takes a long time to just let's refresh. Wait, what happened? Restart server. Let's see. So insert didn't work because I need to do important. But should I do 10 pixels? Oh, okay, it had to be 10 pixels. Now it's gonna be there. All right. This is cool. Let's go back to this. Now I want to be able to close it from the content itself. So what should I do? Like I need a button inside the model. Because I want to have a button in the model that on click of which it closes it, and I'm unable to see it. Is it so? Do I do like set overlay ref? Should I use this and then do overlay ref dot? Let's try it. Right, and then I want to console that. Let's see. earlier ref is not a function. Call back. No. Where's the GitHub? GitHub repo for this. I was hoping there would be a button. React.js, did they make it? I guess, yeah. Okay, nice. So I want to be able to do the close model. Okay. Very stupid. So what they essentially did, because my model depends on this to be tricky, I can just make that not tricky. That is, I can say I can do close model, and here I can essentially just do this, and then I can replace with this, and pass close model there as well, and make that void. Then I can use it, and then I can have a button that says close, and on click of which I just call that close model, right? So this, what? Close model is not defined. Oh, my bad. Let's see. Open model, close model. Open and close. Right. Now let's create a header which will have the name in a span and the button. Okay, let's do that. But we don't have a index.html or anything. So where will I do this? Yeah, we can do it with that. Okay, yeah, that shows up. Let's see. So make that go flex and justify between. it does that. Let's also get the icon. This one. Is props. Close it, and then I can here say icon dot close, and then do tw and I want the size to be wait, before that did I yeah, so size, I want the size to be 18. And let's see, yeah, that's fine. And H8, W8 rounded, and on hover I want the background to be 700. Yeah, and then flex item center, justify center, just to place it in the center. Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, that's it. Item center. Why is it that much padding? Let's reduce the padding. Padding 20 pixels, okay. I can go into the global CSS and remove the padding to 0 and important. It actually works, right? And now I can do that here instead. So I can set H10 and PX2. Or maybe 3. Yeah, that's fine. h12. Yeah. And yeah. Great. That's fine. Now that we have the package name, next thing we need is, let's also add a bunch of other details, such as details dot author dot name. Name, email. So we had this. There was package or homepage. There was description, and what else did we have? Name, homepage, description, GitHub URL. Yeah. So we have all that information. Now let's put this. So this should be P. And I'll place it right above. Let's do text gray 600 and let's make it 5. Right now let's go like that. Then we have a GitHub URL. It should be make it another section, and like this. This will just say home page, and then we'll have an A tag, which will have an href of this. Target blank and well. Uppercase, talking wider, on medium, text, some text, gray, 500, like that, and this should be text blue 300. Nice. And we can do text SM. Yeah, let's keep it that. Right. Let's make it px3. And again. Section B and do the same span. This is description, right? And let's make this 400. MB3, is that let's do a div there and a div here. That, and here we can do we'll have same as this span that will say author, like that, and let's create the same for GitHub URL. And I can say GitHub like that. And we should probably remove the git plus and .get. That we can do from this dot replace that, of course, I already knew, and that. Very nice. Okay, that's remove. Let's just refresh once. Yeah, we'll have a loading state as well, but only focusing on adding the content first. We can handle the states later. And in this div, I want to have, so this only shows up if this exists. Same goes for this, and this one will also have check for email, and this whole section doesn't show up if both of them are not there. Right. And in this part, I want to take the initials. Let's look for a logic to that. Just get initials from me. this slice. This is yeah, actually let's do this. We don't want the middle name. So that is let's see. Yep. H8 W8 rounded full BG gray 700 flex and items center justify like that. Make text SM and font light. There is one, yeah, and then we can just do flex here and the gap of 2. Right, let's make this H10 and then do item center, right, and also have empty of 1, right, like that. Let's get rid of this. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that's much better. So we are able to show a bunch of meta information about the package. Next, I can, okay, with that, let's just try out a bunch of different ones. So let's do React. What do we get? Let me console this. And we'll see. So author for this is undefined, right? Since author here is undefined, we can do this. The GitHub URL is there, description, homepage, and everything is there. It's just the author that is undefined. Let's try more on this. Wait, what happened? Okay, let's add that loading thing. Details loading. So when this is called, it sets it to true, and then at the end it sets it to false. Then I can use this value, pass it down to this, and just say loading. And at this level I can say loading is a boolean, and then use it here, loading. And if it is loading, I can have the this whole section be set on if loading, then else I can then just say span and say loading. I did that. Let's try it again. In macro, it's loading and then it shows up. Loading and then it shows up. Okay, that's cool. We don't need this anymore. Let's see. Okay, that is cool. Next thing we can do is, I think this is nice. Wait, what happened to this one? Wait, what? It fetches nothing. That is it fetches this one, but doesn't do anything for this. Nothing. Nothing. Works for this. Does it work for this? Nothing. Nothing. And nothing. I'm guessing it's because they are scoped. Is it that why? Let's try add emotion / style. I'm guessing it's not going to return anything. But it does return. And it's working, then what's up? Like in this case, I don't even get the, let's try this, console.log. I'm assuming it's because there's a slash there. No, it doesn't even console, so my console is empty. Sections shows up. It's just they're not showing up for any reason. What's wrong with this? I mean, this looks fine. What's up? So it goes into this. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think I got the reason. It's because I should be doing this. Now I think it should work. So it works for, yeah. Does it work for this now? Okay, so another case. So I got it like this, which means I need to join this by slash forward slash. So let's do that. In this, when it comes to this, I should be doing name dot join by forward slash. I hope it doesn't. Let's see. So does Axios work? Yep. Does this work now? Yeah, it's working now. Okay, that was the thing. So this is something that when I'm saying like the name, the packages slash could have multiple slash path. So I want to have a slug. So I want to say this is a slug that takes the whole path. Doesn't matter how many slashes, forward slashes are there. It's going to take the whole path right after the packages and slash. So even if there is at emotion slash style, it's going to return both of these instead of not just emotion. Right, with that, I think that is fixed. Packages and everything are loading. Yeah, and I think with this we can conclude today's live stream and what we did. Let's recap. First of all, when we started, we had a drop down here for each of the packages. There was a select drop down which had a list of versions. Problem with that was there could be a lot of packages, and fetching the versions for each of those packages is going to take a long time, right? Which isn't feasible, and this is something that the user might see a lot of times, so they can come back to the packages content multiple times, and each time I'll be making them that huge request, right? So, and that wasn't useful anyway. So at one point it's not like the user is going to update all of them at once, right? So what I changed was create a model. So whenever the user clicks on any of the buttons, for example, if they click on this, they see the package of details. And the next thing that we'll be doing is to have that versions list here instead, right? And from there they can choose a different version, and then there will be a button that'll say install version in this, which is going to install that package version for them, right? So that's something that we'll be doing in the next live stream, right? And for today, I think we can conclude. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.